Hey everyone, this is Nem here, and I've got a clan overview for you featuring the Beings of Justice, Dimension Police. Dimension Police in previous formats has always had an identity of building up Vanguard power and critical and smacking the opponents with few attacks but colossal numbers. Concepts such as retiring Guardians was introduced later in its lifetime. Now in the standard format of Vanguard, Dimension Police does not stray from its core identity and still focuses on powerful Vanguard attacks, and the main leader gains support from his most trusted allies. Its classification as a force clan allows for good defenses and high base numbers for powerful attacks. The reintroduction of Dimension Police through the extra booster, Champions of the Asia circuit, has provided a somewhat shallow pool of cards to work off of, but still has plenty of quality to contend with the top tier decks and reaches comparable power levels to other similar force clans. These clans are Royal Paladins and Spike Brothers. Let's begin with the main stars of the deck: Super Dimensional Robo Daiyusha and Ultimate Dimensional Robo Great Daiyusha. These two cards dictate the entire playstyle of the deck, so let's go ahead and delve into them. Super Dimensional Robo Daiyusha is able to gain 1 critical if its power is 35,000 or greater, and it can rest any number of your rear guards during the main phase to gain 10,000 power from each. Keep in mind that even if Daiyusha is under 35,000, it will still gain that critical if it is pushed over that limit with triggers. Whether over or under, this is a very good unit for putting pressure on the opponent. It also sets up the playing field for Great Daiyusha. Great Daiyusha has a very unique ability in that it can be placed from hand after your Grade 3 Vanguard with 45,000 power or greater attacked for the cost of a counterblast. Not only does Great Daiyusha get 10,000 power when placed, you get an extra force marker, and its auto ability to give 3 of your front row units plus 10,000 power is online as well. This key card gives a force clan a consistent 4th attack, which can be game defining to say the least. Did I mention that you still get to keep your twin drive? Obviously, riding Daiyusha first is super ideal, but riding Great Daiyusha first is not the end of the game. Use units such as Commander Laurel, Cosmo Beak, and Daidragon to get yourself over that 45,000 limit and ride Great Daiyusha into Great Daiyusha. Please note that you won't be able to activate the hand skill if you rode a Grade 3 that turn. There is an alternate build that can be run with a Grade 3 called Miracle Beauty. Miracle Beauty, as a Vanguard or Rearguard, can stand one of your other Miracle Beauties on Rearguard, and the rear Miracle Beauty in turn can stand a booster behind it. However, as this build is too reliant on pulling multiple Miracle Beauties in a deck with only average draw power, we will not be discussing this build. Onto the Grade 2s, there are 2 cards that are a must run: Cosmo Beak and Dimensional Robo Daidragon. Cosmo Beak and Daidragon both give your Vanguard plus 5,000 power through their skills and can make themselves hit above 13k to be a threat in their own right. Combine with Great Daiyusha's skill, and you have a very powerful front row with relatively little effort. The other Grade 2 options worth discussing are Miracle Cutie and Miracle Dandy. Miracle Cutie provides an on-hit draw, which can be very good for pressuring your opponent. Miracle Dandy provides extra shields to shore up your defense if you're not pulling as many draw triggers as you need. In playtesting, Dandy is very good in the Grand Blue matchup, as you can stockpile Dandies to deal with the Monster Franger attack when they eliminate most of your great options for guarding. Personally, I like to split the spotlight between the 2 and run 2 of each. Fortunately, Dimension Police has a lot of good Grade 1 options to use, so let's dive into those. Dimensional Robo Daibrave and Dimensional Robo Daitiger are 2 sides of the same coin, where both get abilities if your Vanguard hits your opponent's Vanguard. Daibrave nets you a draw, and Daitiger nets you a free retire. This can be very good for pressuring your opponent early game, and can punish if your opponent decides to throw down a full field. They will not have as much shield from their hand to their guard, and you can pick off their key units. We get our guard restricted concept back through another Grade 1, Dimensional Robo Daimariner. For the cost of a Soul Blast when placed, choose one of your Vanguards, and when it attacks, your opponent must call 2 Guardians at the same time if they call from the hand. This is a great card to inflict pressure on your opponent, forcing an additional card from their hand when they use a Sentinel. That one card can make all the difference on your winning turn. Dimensional Robo Dailander is a Grade 1 that provides a continuous effect that restricts the opponent's units from intercepting all attacks if your Vanguard's power is over 30,000. While this is good on paper, it makes it so your opponent only misses out on around 10,000 shield on average, so it doesn't make as much impact as I thought to give a slot for. We've saved the best grade 1 for last, Commander Laurel. Commander Laurel has always been a defining card in Dimensional Robo's playstyle, creating a lot of on-hit pressure if your Vanguard attacks hits. Now, the new Commander Laurel provides some slightly different utility for the deck, but it is still very good. Sitting at only 6,000 base power, when it is on rearguard, you can counterblast 1 and rest 4 of your units during your main phase and double one of your Vanguard's power and add 1 critical. Since this is during the main phase, you can call over any units that have been rested, still enabling the full number of attacks. Not only that, but if you misride Great Daiyusha first, this is a 1-card solution. Doubling the bonus from your force marker under your Vanguard is a nifty bonus as well. Obviously, you'll be running your Draw 1 starter, Goyusha, as well as 4 heals and 4 draw Sentinels. For the overall triggered lineup, I have chosen 6 critical and 6 draw, as you need the extra draw power, since your only draw power in the moment are on hits from Daibrave and Miracle Cutie. I will be posting my deck list in the description of what I feel is the best list going into the Champions of the Asia Circuit meta. Please leave any suggestions or criticism, it is greatly appreciated. Additionally, let me know if you have tried other builds, such as the Miracle Beauty build, or have tried other tech cards such as Mass Police Leader Sylvard or Mad Scepter X. Overall, I placed Dimension Police at a very solid spot under the top techs of the overall tier list of the standard format. While it cannot build a hand very effectively or put pressure on the field in form of retire, it can have very devastating early and late game, focusing on on-hit effects early game and using multiple Great Daiyushas over the course of late game. I am very excited to see the impact that this deck will have on the English meta, as well as seeing how this deck can differentiate itself from its forest counterparts. Please subscribe to Hivemind Vanguard if you'd like to see content similar to this, and interact with us in the comment. We'd like to hear what you have to say. This is Nem signing off. Peace.